Good morning, students. Welcome back to Atmiya Green School. I am Afrin Sayed, your English teacher. Students, welcome back. And today we'll learn a poem. The poem is very interesting. The mood of poem is nostalgic. What do you mean by nostalgia? Nostalgia is a mixed kind of feelings when you are happy as well as sad. For example, like when we remember our childhood days, I, our eyes get wet with tears, but our lips gives a small sweet smile with a happiness because we remember the days of happiness and we miss those days. That kind of feeling which makes us happy as well as sad is known as nostalgia. Now, before we start learning the poem, I would like to narrate a story of my childhood. When I was, as I remember, I was most probably in kindergarten. During my kindergarten days, before going to school, I was a child with a runny nose. I always have the runny nose. Since childhood, I am very much sensitive with cold. I often have cold. All 12 months, my nose is running. Even now, I'm very easily caught with the cold and fever. So during my childhood, also when I was in kindergarten, my mother always used to give me a handkerchief so that I can clean my nose. And she used to actually teach me that how am I going to clean the nose. And she kept saying me that clean it, clean it, clean it. And what I used to do, um, even during my classes, even during my class, I keep a check on my nose and I keep cleaning my nose. And I guess most probably that was the only reason that even today if I am emotional, my nose turns red. So this is how my childhood was. And this is how I always used to carry a handkerchief. My mother used to stick that handkerchief with the safety pin on my right side of the right side of the uniform, just below the school badge. So just below the school badge, I used to have a handkerchief. But what I used to do, I used to remove that safety pin and used to remove that handkerchief. Every day I lost at least one handkerchief. My mother used to complain for uh, for um, uh, for not bringing the handkerchief back home every day. She used to say that why can't you take care of your handkerchief? Why you always lost it? Why you always lost it? And even now, I cannot carry the handkerchief. I always lost the handkerchief. But thanks to tissue papers, now I can replace the tissue if I lost the handkerchief. Even now, if my mom gives me handkerchief, she always says, "Do not lost it. Bring back home." And even now, I never bring that handkerchief back to home. So this was a story with my handkerchief. I know that there might be many students who would be facing the same. Now, uh, this poem, The Clothes Line. So students, which season are we in? We are in rainy season. Yes, and rainy season means a season with any time bursting into rain. I love rainy season. I love how clouds shower their little drops onto the earth. I love how that all dry sand suddenly smells sweet. I love how those greenery lush all around. I love the way people are running from one place to another in fear of rain. And one more thing that is most annoying, I guess, during rainy season is clothes which do not dry. We find clothes all around the home, all around our home, hanging inside because they do not get dry. As soon as we hang the clothes in balcony or in on terrace or in backyard, as there is no more time, and clouds shower the raindrops on it, and all our dry clothes again becomes wet. So the clothes line is basically clothes hanged on the rope in a line. So you might have seen that your mother, after washing clothes, she used to, or she is hanging the clothes, she's hanging the clothes in a line on a rope. So she's so the poem so the poet Charlotte Brit Cole says that hand in hand they dance in row. So who are hand in hand? Hand in hand is, she's talking about the clothes. So here the personification, the figure of speech personification is given where the clothes are given the characteristic of human beings. Like clothes cannot have hands, but here she says hand in hand they dance in row. Hither and thither, to and fro. Hither and thither, hither means towards. Hither and thither means towards. To and fro. Flip, flap, flop, and away they go. Fluttering creatures as white as snow. So what does this? What does she say? She compares those clothes with a fluttering creature who are as white as snow. Like restive horses, they caper and prance. So what does she says? That just like sorry students, just give me a minute. So so what does she says? She says like restive. Restive means restless. Restive means restless. Restless horses, they caper. Caper means taking a short jump or taking a leap. And a prance. Prance means move with high speed. I repeat, restive means restless. I repeat, restive means restless. Caper means leap or a short jump. I repeat, caper means leap or a short jump. Prance, which means move with high speed. Prance, which means move with high speed. So she says that like a restless horse, they caper, they takes a short jump and then they move with a very high speed. Like a fairy tale witches, they widely dance. So she compare sorry so the poet compares that like the fairy tale witches, the witches which comes in fairy tales, is they wildly dance, rounded in front but hollow behind. So from front we can see those clothes as a rounded, but from behind they are hollow. They shiver and skip in the merry march wind. So with all the excitement and happiness, they shiver and they skip with the sound of wind. So as the wind moves, they also moves. When I saw when I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly. So what she says that when I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly till she was free. So because they were pinned with the, like if you have seen that the clothes, after hanging the clothes, mother used to clip them with a pin. So with the because of the pins, they are dancing with excitedly, but they are struggling very hard to get free from those pins. Now leaving packs and clothesline behind her, she flew like a bird. No one can find her. So after a very much struggle, after a lot of struggle, and after all her efforts, the clothes had finally able to get away from that clothesline and the pegs. Pegs means pins. Pegs means pins. She flew like a bird. And how is she flying? She's flying like a bird. She means here cloth. And no one can find her. I saw her gleam. Gleam means a shine. Gleam means a shine. Like a sail in the sun. So it was so shining that someone is sailing in the sun, flipping and flapping and flopping for fun. So she was flipping and flapping and flopping with all the fun. Nobody. So she is saying that the poet is saying that nobody knows that where she went. Hid in a ditch. Hid in a ditch. What do you mean by ditch? Ditch is basically ditch is basically narrow a narrow passage, a narrow channel dug beside the road. A narrow channel which is dug beside the road is known as ditch. So she says that hid in a ditch, whether she is hidden in a ditch or drowned in the sea, or drowned in the sea. That means that whether she had drowned somewhere in the deep sea. She was my handkerchief. So, about whom the poetess is speaking? She is speaking about handkerchief, not long ago. But she'll never come back to my pocket, I know. So, what is she saying? She is saying that she was handkerchief. She does not know that a long back ago she was my handkerchief. But now, as she has gone far behind, now she is not going to come back again. I hope it is very much clear to you all, students. So here we have a poetess who is talking about a handkerchief and is talking about the struggle of handkerchief, which is lying on the clothesline, and who is trying all her best to get away and fly into the sky. I'll recite the poem once again for you. Hand in hand they dance in a row, hither and thither, to and fro, flip, flap, flop, and away they go. Fluttering creatures as white as snow. Like restive horses they caper and prance, like fairy tale witches they wildly dance. Rounded in front but hollow behind, they shiver and skip in the merry march wind. Once I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly, till she was free. Then leaving packs and clothesline behind her, she flew like a bird and no one can find her. I saw her gleam like a sail in the sun, flipping and flapping and flopping for fun. Nobody knows where she now can be. Hid in a ditch or a drowned in a sea. Hid in a ditch or a drowned in the sea. She was my handkerchief not long ago, but she'll never come back to my pocket, I know. A poem by Sherrod Druid Cole. I'll give a summary again. The poetess Sherrod Druid Cole has described the clothes on the clothesline swaying and fluttering in the merry March wind. The poetess compares the clothes to restive horses. What do you mean by restive, students? Restive means restless. Restless horses that caper and prance, and fairy tale witches which wildly dance and walk with the high springy steps. Out of all the clothes, poetess sees her handkerchief struggling to be free of the pegs. Pegs means pins, and freeing herself and flying like a bird. The poetess say that her handkerchief now could be somewhere hiding in a ditch or drowned in the sea, and she was sure that her handkerchief will not come back into her pocket. We have some meanings, students. Let's go through the meanings. Restive means restless, fidgety, unable to remain still. Then caper. Caper means leap, skip, or dance about in lively or playful manner. Prance. Walk or move with high springy steps. Wildly. It means very hard or violent. Pegs. Pins used to secure something in place. S. Rhyming are row, fro, go slow, prance and dance, her and her, sun and fun, B and C, ago and no. We have the phrases like hither and thither, to and fro, caper and prance, shiver and skip, pegs and clothesline, flipping and flapping and flopping, flipping and flapping and flopping, flipping, flapping, flopping. These are like a tongue twisters. Flipping, flapping, flopping. How many times you can speak? Flipping, flapping, flopping. Flipping, flapping, flopping. Flipping, flapping, flopping. Yes. So these were the rhymings. There are some comparison: as white as snow. So it is compared as white as snow, as blue as sky, as green as grass, as black as coal, as red as cherry, as bright as star. Okay. Now students will watch video reciting the poem.
Hand in hand they dance in a row, hither and thither, and to and fro.
Look students, you can see that they are hung on a row with the two bamboo, and all the clothes are hung hand in hand, that is beside each other.
Flip, flap, flop, and away they go, fluttering creatures as white as snow. Like restive horses they caper and prance, like fairy tale witches they wildly dance. Rounded in front, but hollow behind, they shiver and skip in the merry March wind. One I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly till she was free. Then, leaving pegs and clothesline behind her, she flew like a bird, and no one could find her. I saw her gleam like a sail in the sun, flipping and flapping and flopping for fun. Nobody knows where she now can be, hid in a ditch or drowned in the sea. She was my handkerchief not long ago, but she'll never come back to my pocket, I know.
Okay students, I hope it was very much interesting to you. Now we'll watch one more video for your better understanding. It's just a kind of recitation that how this poem is being sung. Just listen and watch.
Charlotte Dude called. Without any delay, let's start. Hand in hand they dance in a row, hither and thither and to and fro. Flip, flap, flop, and away they go, fluttering creatures as white as snow. Like rusty horses they caper and prance, like fairy tale witches they widely dance. Rounded in front but hollow behind, they shiver and skip in the merry March wind. One I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly till she was free. Then leaving pegs and clothesline behind her, she flew like a bird and no one can find her. I saw her gleam like a sail in the sun, flipping and flapping and flopping for fun. Nobody knows where she now can be, hid in a ditch or drowned in the sea. She was my handkerchief not long ago, but she will never come back to my pocket, I know. The
So students, now students, as we have completed with a summary of the poem, we have understood the poem very well, we have gone through the poem, we have recited the poem, we have watched the video of the poem, and I hope all the word meanings are very much clear to you all. What you have to do is you have to go through the entire poem again. After going through the poem and now after discussing everything, finally we are here with our course book exercise, where take out your course book first of all students. Okay, so over here we are here, take out page number 95. You are asked to give a poem appreciation. Okay, so the poem appreciation first. March is the time of year mentioned in the poem. So which time is it mentioned? It is the time of March. March is the time of the year mentioned in the poem. So it is the time of March. Now second, in the poem, they refers to the clothes on the clothesline and she to the poet's handkerchief. I repeat, they refers to the clothes on the clothesline. So you have seen, I will recite it for you again so that you can understand it and you can take the context that where they is being mentioned. Hand in hand they dance in row. So here they means clothes. Hither and thither and to and fro. Flip, flap, flop and they go. They means clothes. Fluttering creatures as white as snow. And like restive horses they caper and prance. Like fairy tales witches they wildly dance. Here they means clothes. Rounded in front but hollow behind, they shiver and skip in the merry march wind. They means cloth. One I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly till she was free. Now here she is referred to as handkerchief. Here she is referred as handkerchief. The living packs and clothesline behind her. She flew like a bird. So here she is mentioned as a handkerchief, and no one could find her. I saw her gleam like a sail in the sun. Here, her is also her is the pronoun her is also used for poetess handkerchief. I saw her gleam like sorry, sail in the sun, flipping and flapping and flopping for fun. Nobody knows where she now can be. Now here also she means poetess handkerchief. Hid in a beach or drowned in the sea. She was my handkerchief not long ago, but she'll never come back to my pocket. I know. So we know who she and they are from the poet's description. Now, flip, flap, flop, wildly shiver, skip, dancing excitedly are the words used to describe the dance of the clothes. Yes, it is a happy dance as they are dancing in the wind. Then fourth is row, fro, go, snow, go, no. Prance and dance, sun and fun, be and see, behind and find. So students, I hope it was very much useful to you, and the entire video was very much interesting to you. So students, what we did, we have completed with our chapter 1 the crystal cave, which was already part of your PT1. My early days with the chimpanzees, which was part of your PT1. Colorful shoes, which was part of your PT1. And then in your PT2 we have learned the boy who saved Holland. Then we have learned I'll play it on my football shirt. Then we have learned Jaldi's gift. Okay. Then last lecture we had of Sir Lawless ghost. And today we have learned the clothes line. The clothes line. I hope it is very much clear to you all, and all the chapters are very much clear to you all. So your um, Jaldi's gift, Sir Lawless ghost, and the clothes line PDF will be given to you. The answer key will be given to you. You can easily go through the entire answer key and complete your work in your notebooks. So what you have to do, you have to go through the chapters, you have to do the exercise, and I'll send the answer keys of the relevant chapter. I hope it is very much clear to you all. You have no doubts with this. Students, you are little kids and God always hears the prayers of the kids, and it is very much necessary for now to pray for the world, as the world is in a very difficult situation where we are striving each day, where we are struggling with every passing day. So students, I want that just take care of yourself as well as of your family, and pray as much as you can, study hard, take care of yourself, and be kind towards people around you. Okay, I hope you are completing your work, I hope you are studying. Okay, always wash your hands after you are going out of your houses. um, if necessary, take baths. Don't touch your faces. Okay, please take care of yourself, students. Thank you so much. Have a very good day.